SoftDent, getting started with eReminders. Configuring eReminders settings. eReminders is an appointment reminder service that automatically contacts patients due for an appointment, enabling you to spend more time helping patients in the office. After enrolling in the eReminders service, you will need to configure the service in your software. eReminders cannot be enabled without an email address entered on the practice window. To ensure an email address has been entered, go to File, Practice. Click the Contact tab and review or add an email address. To enable eReminders, go to System, Modules, eReminders. If a checkmark is already next to Enable eReminders, the service has been enabled. If there is not a checkmark, click Enable eReminders to enable the service. Next, select eReminders Settings. Under the Appointment tab, select a frequency template. This specifies the type of reminder sent and when it is sent. For example, you can select to send an email reminder to patients 14 days prior to the appointment, make a phone call 2 days prior, and send a text message the day before the appointment. There are several default frequency templates available. To modify them, click Manage Templates. Here, you can edit or delete an existing template or add a new one. Under Reminder Templates, click Select Template to select a template to use for each reminder type. Each reminder type has 4 template options: Show Provider Name, Show Provider Name and Location, Show Practice Name, or Show Practice Name and Location. Lastly, select alerts that are sent with the reminders. Under the Send Options tab, select the communication options you would like to include on the reminders. The practice email address on this tab is pulled from the practice information in SoftDent. Note, if you edit the email address here, it will not change the email address in SoftDent. Under the Configuration tab, select the time interval that phone reminders should be delivered. Select if you want reminders sent during the weekend, and enter a default area code to be used if a phone number does not have one entered. If you prefer to use patient contact details with your reminders as opposed to responsible party contact details, check the Use Patient Contact Details box. Note, by default this box is not checked, so if patient contact details should be used, review this setting. Under Polling Intervals, select the times that the eReminders service should check for appointment confirmations. The eReminders service should not run during your nightly software backup. To ensure this does not happen, schedule a blackout period at the same time as your nightly backup under the Service Blackout tab. Enter the start and stop times of when to set the blackout. Check Disable Blackout to turn the blackout off. Manual Blackout forces a blackout at any time. Note, if Manual Blackout is checked, the blackout will remain in effect until you deselect this option. Modifying patient settings. If you need to edit eReminder settings at the patient level, under the express bar on the Patient Information window, click eReminder Settings. These settings are specific to the selected patient and do not change the overall eReminder settings. Here you can select to use the responsible party contact information for the patient instead of the patient contact information. You can change voice, cell, call window, and delivery method settings. If a patient does not want to receive reminders, uncheck Appointment Reminders. Generating the eReminders report. Instead of starting each day by making confirmation calls for the following day's appointments, run the eReminders report. Go to System, Modules, eReminders, eReminders Reports. Enter a date range for the report. It defaults to today's date. This date is when the reminders were sent, not the date of scheduled appointments. If you run the report for today, you will see all reminders sent today for appointments in the future. Set any additional criteria and click Search. A list is generated with the status of each reminder. Sent means the reminder was sent but not received. For example, a voice message sent to a phone that never picked up. Delivered means the reminder was sent and received, but the patient has not confirmed. Confirmed means the reminder was sent, received, and the patient confirmed. Not sent means the reminder was not sent and needs to be reviewed. The report also includes a summary section that displays the type and number of appointment reminders sent, delivered, and confirmed with percentages for each. This shows which contact methods provide the best response and help to determine the reminder methods that best suit your patient demographics. Select a patient from the list and more information is displayed for the reminder. In this example, the contact information was unable to be determined as no phone number is listed for this patient. After adding a phone number to the patient's information screen in SoftDent, you can manually resend reminders by going to System, Modules, eReminders, eReminder Settings, and click Resend Reminders. This concludes SoftDent Getting Started with eReminders.